Well, life on the farm is kind of laid back, and much an old country boy like me can't hack. Dirty to rise early in the sack. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, a simple kind of life never did me no harm. Raising me a family and working on the farm. My days are all filled with an easy country charm. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine wife, I got me old fiddle. When the sun's coming up, I got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy. When the work's all done, the sun's setting low, I pull up my fiddle and I rosin up the bow. Kids are gonna sleep, sleep kinda low. Thank God I'm a country boy. I'd play salad good for a day if I could, but the Lord and my wife wouldn't take it very good. So I fiddle when I can, work when I should. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine wife, I got me old fiddle. When the sun's coming up, I got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy. Woo-hoo! Well, I shouldn't win the chicken with flying sword jewels. I never was one of them money hungry fools. Rather have my fiddle and my farming tools. Thank God I'm a country boy. Yes, city folk driving in a black limousine. A lot of sad people thinking that's a mighty keen. Son, let me tell you now exactly what I mean. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine wife, I got me old fiddle. When the sun's coming up, I got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy. Yes, sir. Well, my fiddle was my daddy till the day he died. And he took me by the hand, turned me close to his side. Said, live a good life, let the fiddle with pride. And thank God you're a country boy. Well, my daddy taught me young how to hunt and how to will. Taught me how to work and play a tune on the fiddle. Taught me to love little kids just a little. And thank God I am a country boy. Well, I got me a fine wife, I got me old fiddle. When the sun's coming up, I got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Woo! Thank God I'm a country boy, yeah! That was Thank God I'm a Country Boy by John Denver, and we played it straight from the charts of the Morristown MUJ. So take the link in the video description, download the free ukulele song sheet, grab your own ukulele, and you can play right along with this video. And if you'll be anywhere near Morristown, New Jersey, come play with us. In just a moment, I'll do a basic tutorial covering everything I just played. At the very end, I'll do a slow motion close-up play along that you might find helpful. But right now, if you like the video, please like the video with a thumbs up. If you want lots more, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you want over 1,000 more free downloadable ukulele song sheets, each one with a link to its own free video tutorial and play along, just like this one, then check out our Dropbox and then come play with us. Okay, now, here we go. There's two pieces, by the way. Yes, Al, my good friend Al, was playing a very fancy arpeggio that added an awful lot of style, especially during the instrumental verse. I'm not going to go over that, sorry. He wasn't even consistent in what he did. That is to say, he just did whatever he felt sounded good at the time, and it did sound good. But I'm not going to do a tutorial of that, sorry. I'm just going to go over the strumming. It starts out with Z's and slaps, like that. Now, if you've got a crowd, they can clap. Generally speaking, it was clapping on the offbeat was what they had in the sound. And so to duplicate that here, I did a Z, meaning I'm holding the strings lightly with my left hand, so you can just hear percussion, right? Just like that. That's what I did during the intro. Well, life on the farm is kind of laid back, right? All right, and then I went into the verse. Now the strumming, this is a backbeat, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And when I did the strumming, it was a backbeat strum with no pauses, generally speaking, like this. Well, work's on the farm. Oh, sorry. When the work's all done, the sun's setting low, pull out my fiddle and I'm riding up the bow. Like that. So I didn't do any pausing, usually. And the emphasis is on the second down. That's my right hand. That's all I did. I didn't do anything fancy. Oh, actually, in the instrumental, I kind of pretended I was singing and just did a little like... Right? So, work's all done. I just changed it up a little bit like that to make it sound a little bit different in the instrumental verses. But that's all. That's the only thing I changed. Okay, now, as far as chord transitions, there are only 5 chords. They aren't that hard. None of them are crazy hard chords. They do change kind of fast. So here's how I transitioned between the chords. Starts out with a G, first one you do. And by the way, that's how I got into it. Thank God I'm a country boy. Now, my most natural thing is to go with my middle finger, but then I have to jump to that. So if you can remember to put your ring finger down, it'll slide into that G easier. If you want to do that run in, you don't have to do that. You can just start on a G if you want. But so, when the work's all done, sunset low. You notice I didn't even pick up my ring finger there. I just kind of rolled it out so that instead of covering the second string from the floor, I'm covering the first string from the floor. And then I roll it back. Right? You can do that. Roll it out, roll it back. Work's all done and sunset low, rising up my fiddle and now I just have to pick them up and drop down an F, but fortunately an F's pretty easy. Rising up the bow. Now I'm going to go from F, I'm going to use my ring finger again for that C, because then it slides, you either roll it or just slide it over to the next string and you go back to the G again. So pull out my fiddle and I'm rousing up the bow. The kids are asleep. Now what I'm doing there from the G to the E minor, normally I would form an E minor this way. But with the G already there, I just put down a pinky, and that's all I have to do. Kids are kind of asleep, so now and you notice, I didn't even bother to pick up my index finger, because I don't have to. It kind of, the pinky supersedes it, right? But then I still have my ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. It's almost in the right place. It's going to be kind of your anchor point. You're going to pick up the rest of them, slide it down for the D. Kids are asleep, so I slide that ring finger down. Keep it kind of low. You notice what I did there? Now I use my pinky for the C, because my other fingers are all occupied on the D, and it's handy hovering right over there. So keep it kind of low. Thank God I'm a country boy. And then G, it's my ring finger again. It's sliding back and forth with the other fingers dropping around it. Second half of the verse is exactly the same. All right, and then the chorus. The chorus is very similar, but not exactly the same. It's got the same chords. I'm sliding back and forth between D and G. Again, ring finger being the anchor there. Got me a fine wife, got me all fiddle, and the sun's coming up. I got cakes on the griddle, and guess what? That E minor is the same. Actually, this whole run, E minor, D, G, C, is the same as we have in the verse. Life ain't nothing, with a pinky, right? Nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy. Woohoo! And that's it. That's all the chord transitions there are in the entire song. So, okay, I'm going to stop talking at you now. I'm going to play. Tell you what, I'm not going to play through the entire long intro with just this Z knocking here. That in slow motion, that would be tedious. But I will tell you what. I'll start with the chorus, or maybe I'll fill. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. But I'll start with this, and then I'll go into verse 2 in the chorus, slow motion, close up on my chord change in hand. Here we go. And again, I'm not going to do the whole thing, but we'll see how it goes. Slow motion. 5. Play along. 5, 6, 7, and... Well, I found the farm's kinda laid back, and much an old country boy like me can't hack. It's early to rise, early in the sack. Thank God I'm a country boy. I'm gonna go right in the chorus. Well, I got me a fine rifle, I got my own fiddle. When the sun's coming up, I got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, work's all done and the sun's setting low. Pull out my fiddle and I'm rousing up the bow. Kids are asleep, so I keep it kinda low. And thank God, country boy. I'd play Sally good all day if I could. The Lord and my wife wouldn't take it very good. So I fiddle when I can, work when I should. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine wife, I got me old fiddle. When the sun's coming up, I got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy. Woohoo! That's it. See you Wednesday. Bye.